Hey guys, it's Josh from WA Production here, and I'm really excited to share with you our new plugin, Chords. Chords is a MIDI plugin that can be used in pretty much any DAW. The DAW has to support MIDI routing for plugins, so all the major DAWs like FL Studio, Logic, and Ableton support that. There are a few that don't, so just check our compatibility requirements on that. But Chords is a MIDI plugin that will generate looped chord progressions for you under parameters that you set. It comes with a ton of really cool presets, but you can also create your own. It creates chords that are built of 4 notes each, so it can be a triad plus a 7th or a 9th or something like that. It can invert them. It can do all sorts of stuff to create these really powerful, useful chord progressions. So they're a great starter to a track, great way to get some inspiration, a lot of different uses for this tool in a variety of genres. As you know, we're focused on EDM primarily, but I'm going to show you a few different examples today of different kinds of styles you can create. It can be used in pretty much anything because chords are chords at the end of the day. So before I show you a few examples, this is what the Chords interface looks like. We're really happy with the design of it. It's really pretty and intuitive. We've got all these different presets up here. So basically each of these chords are reflected by these different colored sections. You can have up to 8 different chords. As you can see, this one's using all 8. If I hit minus, you can remove, add in different chords, just like that. In this main view, this is our loop control page. So you can choose to invert your chords, which basically moves the top note to the bottom note to the top, that kind of thing. The length, which will determine the overall length of your loop. The speed, which really means the length of each chord. So these are 1-bar chords. You can do shorter chords, longer chords, all that kind of thing. And then obviously the key of your chord progression. So that's easy to change as well, and that'll adjust all of the chords in your progression. If you want to fine tune an individual chord, you press this black button. And then it gives you these additional options here. You can invert just a single chord rather than all the chords. You can adjust the velocity of the chord. These presets are designed so that they give you kind of a real natural feel. When you're creating chord progressions in the DAW, if you have them all set to the same velocity, it can really make it sound very robotic and not very realistic. And so it automatically will set these, but you can change them as well if you're creating your own progression. There's also the ability to switch it from major to minor, a specific chord, and then there's the different tonal function options of the chords as well. If you want to get into those, you can read that in the manual. I won't go too deep here. But anyway, it gives you a ton of control over these different chords and progressions. It's super useful. And then you can connect it to pretty much any instrument in your DAW, or you can drag the chords into your DAW, and now you have these great MIDI notes here that you can use with any instrument like that, which is pretty handy. Going back over here, what I've done is created a few different quick examples, not my best work, but just thought it would be helpful to kind of show you how it can be used. So here's one I use this 8-bar lovely minor preset for. So all I did there was route chords, this single instance of chords, actually to 2 different Serum instruments. So it can be routed to multiple places at once. So there's some pretty cool stuff you can do with routing to multiple different instruments. And then all I did was just add on a dubstep drum loop and a bass line that I just programmed in myself. So pretty awesome chords, and then obviously you can customize as much as you want there as well. So jumping into my next example, let's have a listen to that one. It's obviously an entirely different genre, a little bit more housey. I use the 4-bar major cinematic preset, but it can be used in any genre. There's no rule that says you can't use this in house or in dubstep or in any other genre or classical music, whatever it is. Sounds pretty cool. All I did was throw on, like with the other one, a drum loop, a little house drum loop, and just a basic bass line. But yeah, it's really cool, lots of flexibility, and you can do all sorts of fun stuff. What you can also try is even in each chord, you can deselect certain notes. So like once you have your chord progression, maybe you can create a little melody to try out. So our last one over here is a more cinematic orchestral kind of progression that I set up here using the 8-bar heroic preset. Let's hear how that sounds. I threw on Contact and actually used like 3 or 4 different Contact instruments layered together, all within Contact. So sounds pretty cool. There's lots you can do. Again, sending this plugin to multiple instruments. You can use multiple instances of the plugin, but if you're okay with sending the same notes to multiple plugins, you can do a lot of cool layering this way. And then Contact gives you a lot of really interesting capabilities in that sense as well. So anyway, so this is Chords. We're really excited about it. There's so much you can do with it. It's a great new, simple, easy to use tool with a lot of features. You can create your own presets and save them over here. You can, create your magic chord progression that you love and then twist and turn it however you want. I really think that this is going to be super valuable for tons of producers out there. So I hope you enjoy it. Let us know if you have any questions. Go to waproduction.com and try it out. There's a free demo. So we hope you like it, and I hope this video was helpful for you.